When it comes to university, for the Cordon Bleu example, what I've seen from the website, the subjects that are offered pleases me a lot. Okay, it teaches me more things about strategic rather than operational, okay, which is what I'm really hoping to be in the future.
I had been working in a customer service position for a number of years, and hospitality was one of my best subjects in high school, and it really sort of led me towards wanting to get into the hospitality industry. I just sort of didn't know how or where, and when I was speaking to a course counsellor at high school, they told me about Le Cordon Bleu, and that was the start of it. That's where I decided that I wanted to go. So.
I guess maybe from the beginning, learning more on operations side was the basic stuff where we learned, and as time went by, stage 3, we got to see what managers thought and how they would think and how we should be thinking in the future and how we should be looking at different situations as we go along. And now in stage 5, even though it's only been a month in Le Cordon Bleu, in UniSA, I think it's shown that if you're going to go up to higher management, your thinking changes, and Le Cordon Bleu develops your thinking from day one, makes you think, that you need to learn how to think once you go into the industry. It's not just whatever we teach you, it's just going to be applied immediately. You've got to learn how to think for yourself. You've got to be independent, and that's one thing good about Le Cordon Bleu, it's the independence that you learn down here.
Actually, in Singapore, there's not many places that offer a degree in hospitality management. And I was, or at least my parents were willing for me to go somewhere to study, to a school that had fabulous reputation, as we all know, and yeah, somewhere overseas so that I could broaden my horizons. And
when I first heard of Le Cordon Bleu, you hear that it's such a big name, it just appeals to you, and the background that I heard of it on the internet and through people, just the name, I thought if that was on my resume, it would help me get my foot into doors of many organizations, and just the fact that it's known worldwide would help me get in there. So that's why, mostly for the name, and then obviously for the Bachelor of Business and Hotel Management, because a lot of courses offer that, but it's all about the name at the end of the day, the brand that you're receiving.
I will still stretch towards to the reputation actually, because it have a long history and it have several campuses around the world, and when you go out and work in a hotel, people knows the name Le Cordon Bleu, you see, and that network and that name just is everything really. It helps you to build up the relationship with the people and work in the environment such as the hospitality industry.
Le Cordon Bleu. Well, when I first heard the name many years ago, I had really only heard of the culinary arts side of it, particularly from the basis in Paris. But as I went to sort of investigate what I do with myself and where I go study, I quickly found out that there's a lot more to the name Le Cordon Bleu than just a cooking school. So for me, it represents a quality name that's recognisable all around the world, which I think I'll definitely be able to use to my advantage when job hunting later on, job seeking. So
my ticket to further my career in the hospitality industry, not only, I'm not just gonna constrict myself to the hospitality industry, but it's definitely my ticket to starting in this industry and then just see where that takes me later on.
To me, Le Cordon Bleu, it's more like a key. Okay, it's a key which I will need to go into the kind of industry to get the kind of position that I want. Okay, I don't want to work and have a promotion opportunity being passed up to somebody else because of my education. So I believe that Le Cordon Bleu is like a key to me that can help me to open more doors that would be possible if without. And currently now it's like a home really.